My heart is getting colder, my strength is getting bolder. I'm afraid I'm becoming too insensitive. I don't really care what happens next or what happens in the end. Just know that if you ever need me, I won't be there anymore. I can't believe how much I let you take from me. You took my heart, it wasn't yours to keep. And they say that people get stronger when they're broken. I believe you wouldn't recognize who I've become, 'cause I've rebuilt myself differently. I'm stronger than I ever was. Just go, 'cause even if I wanted you, you know I couldn't have you. Just go, 'cause even if I loved you, you know I couldn't tell you. My heart is getting colder, my strength is getting bolder. I'm afraid. Just go, 'cause even if I wanted you, you know I couldn't have you. Just go, 'cause even if I loved you, you know I couldn't tell you.
Different days with 3 different genres. The first day is geared more towards a hardcore metalcore scene. The second day is going to be comedy and folk music.
Yeah.
And that kind of differs because, I mean, you have blues, you have country, you have all kinds of stuff. And then the third day is going to be more like alternative rock, pop punk, garage rock, stuff like that, you know. So, I mean, there's tons of different attitudes, and every single performance is family friendly. You can bring your kid, you can bring your grandma, no one's going to get in your face, no one's going to be rude. There's never been a fight at one of my events. You know, I've been doing this for about 3.5 years now.
Heck yeah. How'd you get started with all this, man?
So I really looked into it. I was working at Lowe's, and I found this open mic night. It was almost 4 years ago to the day, and it was actually the same day that I actually published and did the book signing for my book. But I did my first poetry reading in Hobbs at an open mic night held by the Center for the Arts when it was just one guy and his girl assistant Megan. And I just always been in tune with like what they were doing and stuff like that. So an internship opened up, and I quit my job, and the internship was not paid. I quit my job to focus completely on that, focus completely on being an artist. I thought, you know, maybe one day I'll hit it big and, you know, make all the best connections in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did. And they were like, dude, we know what you're doing, and come on board and do stuff. So then I started my own open mic series. I started my own poetry series, started doing concerts and stuff like that, bringing together a bunch of different people. And then
they're at the Center of the Arts. They never used to do that stuff, huh?
No, never. And even for like metal music, they used to do that kind of stuff at the teen center. But the people running it, people promoting it, bringing all the bands together, doing all the load and stuff like that, what I do, they really didn't care about trying to bring the community together. They just wanted somewhere to go mosh and somewhere to go drink in a parking lot. You know what I mean? Just crazy kids. you know. But if you try and break
And
the
we
rules,
all want to drink, bro. You're drinking.
well, you know, I drink almost every day
Why are you dissing on people that drink, bro?
because there's rules and context, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, if it says family friendly performance and they're gonna pay you money to come out and play, and then you cuss, don't expect a paycheck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
There's a trifecta of what it means to be talented. You have to be professional, you have to be polite, and then or kind of popular and polite, and then you have
Well, I guess
to
it
be
depends for
talented.
what area you're going for, because
Well, yeah, but you have to have a good following.
there's a
You
lot
have
of
to- you
people
have
that
to
are
be able to take on a big
not
gig.
proper that are famous.
Right. Well, I mean, whenever you get to like one and you're like the best and the most talented or the most polite and the most professional, you can kind of skimp out a little bit. You know what I mean? But
Right.
a well-rounded artist is always going to be professional. It's always going to give their credit and stuff like that. It's always going to be talking about fellow artists, and it's
Yeah,
always going
yeah.
to be creating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't just retire and then go on tour forever.
Mm.
You know, not even Bob Dylan does that. He's been on tour since like the 80s.
I see. Well, that's crazy, man. So tell us more about the events going on this week.
This week, so I have Jay Estrada, who just released his EP. He works with Brainville out in El Paso, and it's his debut solo release.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll also be having Juliette Guerrero, Robert Parnell. I'll be playing, as well as Texas Antrim, and then we'll have DJ Foulmouth J after midnight.
Okay.
So I like kind of bridging two things, you know, because if it's an acoustic night, especially at Diamond Hills in this conservative community and in the nightlife community, people really aren't going to tune into it. You know, they want to dance, they want to drink, they want to be happy and be merry, but they still want to be entertained, and a lot of people don't want to hear the same song. You know what I mean? They want a once in a lifetime performance, and then they want to dance to the same songs that they've been dancing to for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So do you work with all kinds of different styles?
Oh yeah. So not just that, but different arts. You know, I've done a lot of painting. I've done a lot of poetry. Read books. Edited some books. My band, In Our Dying Hour, we're more like deathcore, metalcore. We're signed to Six Side Records out of Lovington.
Oh,
And we
okay.
have a couple of tours coming up. We're working with the legend
That name's familiar.
In Our Dying Hour or Six Side Records.
No, yeah,
Six Side Records.
Who's-
Yeah.
who's that? I think-
Celia Ray.
Okay, yeah.
Roach Joka, our vocalist Jagger, he's goes by Jigsaw, and he's pretty good. And Shark is probably my favorite. He has the same kind of mentality, the let's bring people together and have a once in a lifetime party that we can do next week, but it's gonna be different. you know?
Right. Yeah. So we all have that experience with being, I guess, local artists. Have y'all guys met already? Have y'all worked together, even though we're from the same community?
Ooh,
Or is this the first time we actually?
I work with these two.
Let's have everyone. Let's introduce everyone so we can know who's here. Go ahead, brother.
Yo, my name's Trak, and local DJ, producer, I guess that's...
Local legend. It's
I'm
like-
alright.
Hell yeah, local legend. I've heard that name everywhere, bro. I'm not. Yeah.
The DJ.
Yeah, for real. I hear that name a lot. You know,
Most music
so
that came out through
it's
here,
badass.
his hands
First
didn't-
time getting to
his hands didn't
meet her in
been-
person, so it's
been-
badass.
So it's not even
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. That's my homie Tank. It's a rapper I've been working with.
I'm Pinot Tank, you know what I'm saying? I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I've been here in this community for about 10 years. Recording, rapper, writer,
Everything, huh? Bro?
videographer, engineer, handyman, plumber. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man.
I think that's something about like us people trying to make it. You know, we have to put on all kinds of fucking hats to try to make it. You know, we gotta do everything.
You gotta do stuff that's
Yeah,
not
you gotta do
your
it.
talents.
But I think that's the beauty of it. I
Yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love
I
that
think
shit.
when most artists lose, like we were talking about that earlier, how artists change up though. Well, let everybody just finish introducing themselves before I segue into something different.
Go ahead, bro.
Me? My name is Ruben Baca. I've met Fabian once or twice. I've met you quite a bit. Here and there, you know, in
Heck
passing
yeah.
and stuff like that. I've actually worked with Trakzilla back at the Center for the Arts. He's
Okay.
in like some Black History Month stuff and
yeah.
sound stuff. So, you know, I know his level of professionality and stuff like that. The thing
Yeah.
is, you know, I know my thing is like always paying artists for their work. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try and lowball anybody and stuff like that. And, you know, I've only been doing this stuff for a little bit now, so definitely want to get it situated, you know. So
Heck yeah,
just,
that's
I'm
what's up.
just to that point where I can actually do that. So
Oh, you did good.
Thanks, man.
And for the record, I work with Favian as well.
Yeah.
Hand in hand. That's like my.
I've never met Tank, but I've heard about Tank.
So we all pretty much work together then, because I work with Favian a lot. I mean, I've met Ruben. We haven't worked together yet, but we're working out. So
I think this is like this is
what it is.
Like this is my first time ever meeting you.
Yeah.
and we've been trying to meet for a long time.
Right.
A long time. We're like, hey, bro, what's up? When we gonna, meet up?
Messages just works like that though. You like get people love and then be like, well,
You just sowing a seed
yeah.
for the future. You know what I'm saying? It might be 5 years from after
yeah.
that message. You be like, damn, I thought this do this since 2015. But it's like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? When you get there, you get there. But Favian as well.
Oh, yeah, Favian Navarro, local videographer. Pretty much worked with everybody in here before. I've been to the track studio, worked with Ricardo, worked with Tank. Haven't really, met Ruben a couple times.
Dude's super dope.
Yeah.
He's getting really
Yeah,
good.
bro,
Yeah.
definitely, bro,
Like,
definitely.
I'm a big fan
of
of both of y'all.
Heck yeah, bro, thanks, man.
Of course, he knows
Thanks.
I run with Tank heavy on video.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot about Tank too. It's just this is the first time we meet up, so heck,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
badass. It's a
Track.
good time.
It was funny about me and Track. When I met Track, I was like, I was still living in back in Louisiana. So musically,
Yeah.
he caught me at a time where I was going into a solo career, music wise, and I was still like my early 20s. And it was like, a lot of the stuff I've learned, engineering wise, I pretty much stole from looking over his shoulder. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of my foundation came from that because me personally, and I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, just be like making Track blush in the corner, but I'm just saying, a lot of he was ahead of himself at that point in time. Back then, we talking about 2007, 2008. He was in Pro Tools doing what we doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't much changed. He been doing this, so probably been doing parallel compression since back then. So it's like all those things are things that's already been going on. So for me, that's what opened my eyes to well, it's more than just pressing a plug in and just a preset. You have to understand the craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring it back to Ruben really quick before we go on a quick break. Tell us more about the stuff you got going on. I know you're gonna have to leave after the break, or I don't know if you're gonna stick around for a little bit. But
I got a couple minutes.
Okay.
So just recently, I've been a writer for a really long time, and I have my first book.
okay,
It's,
yeah, man.
These poems are about 6 to 8 years old. Stuff that I've been working on for forever and ever. There's some really long stuff like there's an epic poem.
What motivated you to write these books? What were you thinking of?
Oh man, so whenever I was 13, I'd been writing for probably since I was 8. Little short stories, weird stuff like that, I'd always been a reader, and my teachers really encouraged me to read poetry and stuff like that. They could tell that, I was very articulate about my words and everything like that. But when I was 13, I started using drugs a lot. And then that led to a very tumultuous time in my life. I've been sober for 7 years. I've been clean, not sober, for about 7 years come November. And most of that is about this
Clean
time.
but not sober.
Clean, yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't use amphetamines. I don't use barbiturates. I don't use any kind of pharmaceutical.
Tell my girl
anything
that
like
I'm clean but not sober.
Oh no, I'm not gonna give up the booze. I can moderate myself on the alcohol. I can, I know when I've had enough, and I'm not out, until like 7 in the morning doing cocaine, and
Right.
smoking meth, and all that stuff. I'll have a couple of beers and get to work.
Because that's the norm here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Fuck yeah.
It's good old stuff.
Yeah.
I wake up to that shit. I'm just kidding.
But
Fuck no.
that book is completely about that. And it's only been printed once. I have 150 copies, and they're $3. You know what I mean? I'm just paying pretty much for the printing cost.
So so I guess that's what I was gonna ask you. Where can people find your books?
Online,
how can they get a hold of
they
them?
can look for Ruben Baca Band on Facebook or necroproductions.com, and there they can find my email, my phone number, all that good stuff, everything that I'm doing completely. And the books are just $3. And then here in about 4 months,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
be publishing another one, and then it'll just be continuous. And then hopefully, by the time that I release my 5th book, my novel will be ready for publishing.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'll buy those from you and we have them here, bro. Join my collection right there.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I would be honored.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. So what else? What else you got for us, bro?
Well, we're gonna be hitting.
Jam a song or something? No, I'm just kidding.
I would be totally down. Maybe next time. Maybe I'll do some comedy.
You don't do any magic? You look like the type that would do some badass magic.
Nah, man. I mean,
I'm kind of expecting for you to pull something out of the table or something. I'm just kidding.
Hey, that'd be
I'm not
cool.
that sneaky. I'm clean cut as what you see.
Well, you made the alcohol disappear, so that's a pretty good.
That's the fourth one.
Heck yeah.
I'll turn some water into wine a little bit. It's no biggie.
Cool. Well, if we don't have anything else, we're gonna go on a quick break because I gotta go take. Bleep. I'm gonna bleep that shit out.
Club La Sierra los invita a que no se pierdan noches de karaoke todos los jueves y todos los grandes eventos que solamente La Sierra Event Center les trae. Sigan escuchando Ricas Platicas.
So for anyone starting, to be, I guess, interested in rapping and all that, what do you advise somebody to look for a label or just?
No, not in this day and age. It's like it's finally to the point where I've been talking about where it is now. It's for the life of the introvert. The motherfucker who don't want to leave home, it's the time for you to make music and put it out because you ain't gotta leave the fucking house. It's content driven. If you can shoot a fucking video and put out a fucking project, you good. Because nobody really want to see you on fucking stage.
That's fucking true.
Nobody leave their fucking house.
They don't need to see you on stage,
Nobody really wants to fucking come see you on stage at all. They want to watch your ass on World Star or whatever the fuck your platform is and buy your shit and dance in their fucking drawers on iTunes and eat pizza and shit at home. Play the fucking
yeah,
game.
and they want to see that shit fast every time.
Every day. So
every time.
Keep you
fresh.
Sure your ass ain't lazy and keep putting fucking content out.
Yeah.
And let them come to you. But nobody wants to play that game. That's where I feel like
Preach it.
I'm a win because motherfucker, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here till the fucking sun go down. Motherfucker, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I empower myself. Every middleman that was in my way, I learned his skill set. Mm-hmm. Engineer was in my fucking way, I learned his skill set. Cameraman was in my way, I learned his skill set. I'm better than you. I'm good now. I'm cocked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never learned how to make beats, but I made sure I became close to great producers. That means that I always had somebody to give me an idea of what it should sound like at the same time. So you're not gonna fuck me with a badass with a garbage beat or whatever. You know what I mean? But the mindset of the individual. That's why I say success is what you make it. Because having independence is success.
People want to see fresh stuff, like you were saying.
They want to see fresh stuff, but when it comes to like, say for instance like weddings and pizzas and stuff like that, people want to see like the happy moments because what's it gonna make somebody smile? Somebody smiling. So when they look back on the memories, that's them smiling, and it's just gonna make them happy. So just stuff like that, keeping it entertaining. That way everybody can enjoy it. So when they see everybody listen to the music, it's a good music. You gotta feel the vibe of the music. Right. So then let it flow with the music, let the pictures, let the video flow with it, everything like that.
And for that
way they can enjoy it, the viewers, not just the family, everybody. And then this.
And I guess that starts all in your own self. I guess practicing, right? Practicing and just making sure you feel it first, so that other people can feel that shit. You know what I mean? Because
you're your own worst critic too.
Yeah. Because I know, if I'm not feeling the music, me as a musician, if I know I don't feel that shit, I know the crowd ain't feeling that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when I know I got that shit down, I practice. I tuned my guitar. I did whatever I had to do. I'm dressed nice. I look good. I put effort and I put thought into it. Feels better, and it's like you can perform better. You know what I mean? It's like the people listening to you good. You know what I mean?
But I feel the same about videos though. Like when we do videos, he'll tell you he done a video shoot with me. I'm anal, dude. I'm like the most analest person you probably want.
You're the most what?
Like I'm anal. I'm not an asshole, but I'm like detailed.
Okay.
To me. Like I'm just detailed, like detail oriented. Like this is how it's supposed to go. Period. Like fuck all the. What you think, man? Look, left is left, right is fucking right. Like we ain't got time for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But every small thing means something. We do a video shoot. Me and we're gonna get a video shoot, and the artist is coming. He should have his clothes ironed. He should have his shit put in the dry cleaners. He should have a haircut. He should have lotion on. He should have chapstick. He should have something for his face. He should have all these things. Yeah. Because we can't go back and fix that. We can make you look everything around you look great, all the color and everything. But fucked up is fucked up. And I mean, that's just how we live. I mean, that's how I live by. So it's like,
that's true.
Those small details mean something.
Does the small details and being like too professional like that get in the way of producing a lot of content?
No, because when you're independent, they judge you different. Kanye dropped the fucking album. That shit didn't even sound like it was fucking mixed. That shit sounded like he just dropped that shit. Like he just said, "Fuck it." Did an album, put that shit out.
You have a point.
It did. Come on, man. Let's be for real though. It didn't sound like we expect. Like when I think of Kanye project.
If you talking like,
but we couldn't do that.
A plastic, disposable ass album, then yeah. But
that could have been his first album.
That album.
That could have been his first one. That could have been the one that got him on.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
No, but like you're saying, since he already has that big following
He can
and
do
that
shit like
name,
that.
you know, he
do-
could.
He can get that bitch say what the fuck he want to say, and they gonna buy because of his name initially until they realize it's full of shit, and then they be like, I don't fuck with that no more. It might decline then, but initially he has the right. But you have the right when you're independent at the same time. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying
People
we're just judged
expect
different.
more from
our
you.
Our friends judge us different. Our peers do.
Yeah.
If I hand you a CD with a mark on that motherfucker right now, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? For one, you're gonna be like, this is a CD. I don't have a CD player in my car. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this shit? And then it's like, the mark on it is even worse. It's like, okay, then you roll under with a fucking marker. So it's like, dude, how old are you? So it's like, come on, man, we gotta be professional. It's just certain ways to display yourself. And if you don't take yourself serious like that, I mean, you just held to a higher standard, dude. I mean, it's just being real.
But like I don't know what I agree with you, man. But I feel like sometimes when I'm too technical or I focus too much on details, it stops me from actually putting it out there. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you were saying, you are the worst critic. You know, sometimes you're like, fuck, man, this shit doesn't look good. You know, but sometimes you know, people won't even look at those small details. I don't know. Some people do, but I feel like sometimes it's better just to fuck it, you know. Because for a long time, man, I put out a song. For a long time, I didn't do shit because I was wanting to be better than that for some reason. You know what I mean? But it stopped me forever. It stopped me forever.
No, that's true.
It stopped me forever from producing
I'm guilty
anything.
of
You know
it.
what I mean?
I'm guilty of it. I think we all guilty of it at one point in time in our life, right? But I mean, it's because at the same time, it's like they expect you to have all these be, and I'm not talking about the industry. I'm talking about the people who want to purchase it.
Right.
They gonna look at your shit different than they look at your next person's shit. They're gonna be like, damn, why you come and look like that? Like, how come he don't have? You ain't gonna say, well, the dude did his best he had to do on the cover, and they're like, why that bitch look like? You know what I'm saying? They just gonna judge you differently. So the small details matter. My thing is that's about scheduling. That's like saying we need to have this cover done by fucking April. We in the year prior. I'm talking about November before we get to April. So we got from November of the year before to get to April. We should have at least a 6-month window. So we got enough time to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not calling you 100 times. I'm telling you, hey, man, we need this shit done by April 5th. It's November. So you got all these months to work on that shit. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't got to be that anal, but my whole thing is small details mean something. Because those shortcuts kick us in our ass.
I wouldn't want you chewing my ass, man.
No, I motivate. That's my thing.
Know, man.
But that's where a person like, I think everybody needs a anal person on their team. Because you need people who going to let it flow. Don't get me wrong. He might tap on my shoulder and be like, nah, bro, this is good.
No, I give that dude headaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, because he's like very orderly. Timeline is this. We need to do this by this, by this, by this, and I'm like, no, man. I was like, like you want to go back and look at a mix, and you thought the mix sounded good, and then you're like, you know what? Nah, not really. I think I'm gonna try something else, and then it comes back and it's like maybe more creative or different, a little bit more edgier than it was before, and then you're like, nah, I don't like it. But that's the whole thing, just like with the whole Kanye thing, man. I mean, there's dopeness to that.
So you make your own beats too, huh? You make them from scratch?
Yes.
Yeah, from scratch.
Dope as shit.
Yeah?
Dope as shit.
How does that start? Like you start with the beat?
Sometimes.
Yeah, or you start with
sometimes it's melody. Sometimes
melody?
it's riff, guitar riff, run around it. You know what I mean?
And you record all the instruments?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like live instruments.
You know, well, I know they're, I guess electronic and the piano, but most of the synthesizers, effects, and all that you put up.
Most of the time, yeah. But I'll sample a record. I'll sample you farting and make a hit. I don't care. It really doesn't matter.
So if I come to you with the song, and I have an idea for a song, you're able to make me a beat that goes with the song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I'm on new to this shit.
Like, dog, I'm so bad. Like, I'll be riding and I hear 3 words in a beat. I'll be like on a song. I'll be like, track. I need this sample, dog. Like, I need this song sample. Like, this is the one right here. He'd be like, send it to me, Big Tank. I'm like, all right, I'll send it. And shit, I call him back in 3 days. He'd be like, listen to this shit.
Damn,
I'll be like,
for real?
man, look, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
when I'm on my game, yeah.
Man, he do this shit. He's more like 5, 10 beats a day.
and then Fabian over here is a visual creator, badass visual creator. Well, I mean, both of you guys are visual
Nah,
creators.
Favian nasty behind that camera.
Appreciate you, man.
His hand dope on the camera. His hand. I was talking about to a guy about some camera work today. I was like, nah. I said the dude I got working with the camera, he just got dope angles. So it's like his flow's special. Like it's different. Cause everybody don't have that flow. Like everybody can't glide with you with that camera. Like I didn't.
Yeah, man. Those videos smooth, man. You did a wedding last time, smooth.
Yeah.
That was
That's
badass.
all hand. That's no dollies. Like he not on a dolly doing that shit. So it's like that smooth scene you see. That's his hand. That's him literally.
Hell yeah.
Nah, you can't.
Everyone check Fabian out. Diamonds Rising, right?
Diamonds Rising, yeah. On the Facebook, it's actually Diamonds Rising X at the end. I guess I'm gonna take it, but Diamonds Rising X. Go ahead, y'all can follow me.
And then you
check
got
out
your
my work.
website too.
Yeah, diamondsrising.com, and it has all my work on there as well.
Hell yeah, Diamonds Rising. That's a badass fucking name right there. Diamondsrising.com for more information on Fabian and for booking and videos and everything. And then we got
InnoTank, HPC Entertainment. You can find my music, iTunes. Catch me InnoTank, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the same.
So they can find your music everywhere too.
On iTunes, YouTube. We have a lot of music coming out this year, so just be on the lookout for it. Man.
You don't make any more albums? You don't got like any albums like that?
I have an album on iTunes right now.
But like just like the way what they call the jewel case?
Jewel case?
Yeah.
I mean physical form. I have a few flyers at the house. I could bring some to you.
Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, because we like to keep a little collection of the people been in here and stuff.
Yeah, that's dope.
Motivates us to keep going here on Ricas Platicas, man.
What's happening?
What's happening, bro?
Man, Trakzilla, DJ, house DJ at the casino, do private events, mix and master. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, I'm all over the place.
Hell yeah, all over the place, bro.
Last project I did was an instrumental album. Man, it was like a year and a half ago, probably. Yeah, it's on iTunes too.
Hell yeah.
Get that, that'd be cool. But
What's up?
really, that's all I've been up to.
Hell yeah. Well, man, thank you guys for coming to Ricas Platicas,
pleasure,
man. It's we'll probably do a little bit more, behind the scenes for the people that are not gonna get to hear. Y'all be able to listen to it at ricasplaticas.com. So www.ricasplaticas.com. So y'all can find the episode. It's gonna be coming up pretty soon. Y'all can also find it at iTunes, Podcast, Google Play, and YouTube.